Hajina warns us that this will be the worst travel day of the trip. Our bus is taking us from San Francisco to Campo Grande. From there we fly to Sao Paulo. Then we have a flight at midnight to Iguazu Falls. We should be in our hotel about 2 a.m. It's been a long day, but everything has gone as planned. Until now. The Iguazu airport is closed due to fog. We have to go back to Sao Paulo. It's 3 a.m. and we're back on the ground. The first hotel was full. The bus driver got lost trying to find this one. He says he'll pick us up in 2.5 hours to go back to the airport. It's about 8:30 and we're going to try it again. The Iguazu airport is still closed and we're turning around. Only this time we're headed to Londrina, about halfway. That's progress, I guess. The weather in Iguazu hasn't cleared. There are now 3 plane loads waiting. The airline announces that we're going to Iguazu by bus. Hajina looks worried, trying to keep us and our luggage all together and on the same bus. Everyone takes the delays in stride. What else can you do? We wait for the last bus, hoping for some room to stretch out. It is an 8-hour ride. Hajina is finally smiling again after we're all loaded up. Finally, we're on the way. We're tired and sleep comes easy. We arrive at Iguazu Airport about midnight, and a bus takes us to our hotel. We check in and fall into bed. We get our first glimpse of the falls from the front door of our hotel. We cross the Iguazu River into Argentina. 2/3 of Iguazu Falls are in Argentina. Both sides of the falls are in national parks. From the park entrance on the left, we take the tram to the cataract station. From there, we'll be doing the lower trail in blue on the map. We get off at the first stop, but the tram continues on to the Devil's Throat Trail. Coatis are everywhere, begging for food. They may look cute, but they have big teeth. The falls are not the only attraction. There are interesting flora and fauna also. There are 275 waterfalls that make up Iguazu. It's the largest number of falls in one place in the world. Iguazu means big water in the language of the local indigenous people, and they named it appropriately. Iguazu has the greatest annual flow of any waterfall in the world. It's an overcast day, but the views are still spectacular. If you want to get really wet, boat rides are available. The thing I find amazing here is that at every viewpoint you get a new and even better vista. And you can get amazingly close. We finished the lower trail, and it's lunchtime. It's always mealtime for the Coatis. This afternoon, we'll be walking along the top of the falls on the upper trail, orange on this map. From the upper trail, we can see our hotel, Das Cataratas, on the Brazilian side of the river. It's a whole different perspective from the top. We're happy with even this feeble attempt at a rainbow. Our guide Alex is a student of plants. He pointed out this little orchid and named it in Latin. Then it's back to our hotel for our farewell dinner. We toast Brazil with caipirinhas and fine wine. In the morning, we'll complete our trip with a visit to the Brazilian side of Iguazu Falls. The attraction of the Brazilian side is the Devil's Throat, the most impressive of all the waterfalls. It's U-shaped, 490 feet by 2,300 feet and 250 feet high. There are many platforms for different vantage points, mostly empty due to the early hour and the weather. The back of the Devil's Throat is just visible through the mist. The small falls are just as beautiful. The top of these falls was where we were yesterday. The trail ends back at our hotel, and we check out and head to the airport. The sky is clear as we board our plane for home. As we watch Brazil disappear under us, we reflect on what a great trip this has been. We've met interesting people in fascinating places and seen a great abundance of wild things. And above all, we've learned more about the world we share, and some photography too. So thanks to all who made this trip possible: Susie and Randy at International Wildlife Adventures, our local guides and drivers, our fellow travelers, and especially Hajina and Wolfgang.